Work in helping me get almost all of the buttons on the outside board light. We replaced 40 lights on there, so thanks very much to Steve Sela, who is Rose's husband, and also Sharon was there and helped us with a little technical issue using her electrical engineering training. So thank you very much to those people. Daniel, we can start.
The crash of the heavens, the prayers of all, the sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayers of all.
Thank you, Daniel. Our pain is the measure of our blessing. What we have lost is a reflection of how we have loved. They return to us, our beloved, in flashes of memory, in moments of sweet, anguished recollection. We remember the smile and grieve that it is gone. We will never again touch the hand that guided us or sought us out. Still, would we wish never to have known that hand, never to have seen that smile. God has given, God has taken away. Our pain is the measure of our blessing. Rabbi David Wolpe of Sinai Temple. Please turn to page 548, and we will read responsively. Page 548. Yes, 548. At birth, a miracle, you light the spark in every human soul.
Emerging into light,
We breathe it in, the neshama, your sacred gift of life. And every day, every breath comes to us as a miracle. The light within us, unique and precious, is with us always while we live. When breath has ceased and life has gone, the neshama returns to you. The spark that lived inside the ones we love, unique and precious, beautiful and good, is theirs no more. Their light is ours. Their radiance now burns in us, eternal flame of memory. So we light candles to keep our love alive, to bring their light into the world. A light unique and precious, ours to treasure while we live. Ner Tamid, that lights our days and gives us strength to journey through the nights.
Be'adoach kidruchi Be'dishan ve'ayra Ve'himruchi geviati Adonai li velo ira Ve'himruchi geviati Adonai li velo ira. My soul I give to you, my spirit in your care. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Hold me in your hand. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Safely in your hand. My soul I give to you, my spirit in your care. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Hold me in your hand. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Safely in your hand.
Bottom of page 553, Terry Janning will be doing a reading for us.
Separation. Dear Jeff, your absence has gone through me like thread through a needle. Everything I do is stitched with its color.
Page 572. May these moments of meditation link me more strongly with my closest companion in life, my soulmate, my friend, my confidant, my helping hand, my listening heart, my compass, my shining light. In spite of death, our deep bonds of love are strong. May I always be worthy of that love. May the memory of our companionship lead me out of loneliness. May it awaken in me gratitude for that which still endures, and may you rest forever in dignity and peace. I would like to invite Sharon Hartman up, please, to read on page 585. Bottom of the page. Yes, and I have it here if you want.
Gratitude for the next generation. If some messenger were to come to us with the offer that death should be overthrown, but with the one inseparable condition that birth should also cease, if the existing generation were given the chance to live forever, but on the clear understanding that never again would there be a child or a youth or first love, never again new persons with new hopes, new ideas, new achievements, ourselves for always and never any others. Could the answer be in doubt? When we fear death's decree, let these bring us solace, the memory of loved ones who have gone before us, a vision of generations to come, through whom we reach far into the future, beyond our own lives.
Please rise for El Malerachamim.
Shochen bamromim Hamtze menucha mechona Tachat kanfei hashchina Kedoshim utorim Kezohar harakia mazhirim Et nishmat yakirenu shel halchu leolam. Ba'al harachamim yaschirem Beseter knafav leolamim V'yitzror pitzror hachamim Et nishmatam Adonai Hu nachalatam Ve'yanu b'shalom al mishkavam V'nomar Amen.
be seated. Please join me for a responsive reading on page 5 of the Book of Memory. Each of us has a name. Each of us has a name given to us by God and given to us by our father and mother. Each of us has a name given to us by our stature and our way of smiling, and given to us by our clothes. Each of us has a name given to us by the mountains and given to us by our walls. Each of us has a name given to us by the planets and given to us by our neighbors. Each of us has a name given to us by our sins and given to us by our longing. Each of us has a name given to us by our enemies and given to us by our love. Each of us has a name given to us by our fast days and given to us by our craft. Each of us has a name given to us by the seasons of the year and given to us by our blindness. Each of us has a name given to us by the sea and given to us by our death. You may be seated. Oh, sorry. You were seated. Please rise. I'm sorry. My apologies. Please rise. Please rise. I'm going to be reading now all of the names that are on the yard board and in the Book of Memory. I will do my best to pronounce everyone's name correctly. I ask in advance your forgiveness for any minor mispronunciations. The following names are on the Yolanda Kramer Memorial Yahrzeit Board: Josephine Anselmo, William Bayless, Pearl M. Bayless, Pauline Begg, Frida Belzer, Marvin Belzer, Anne Lee Bennett, Meyer Michael Bennett, Roy Benowitz, Evelyn Berkman, Hirsch Binder, Simon Cy Blau, Francis Bluestein, Murray Bluestein, Tamara Lynn Blum, D.C., Aaron Bonderman, Margie Bonderman, Richard Samuel Brill, Naomi Elizabeth Brill, Beverly Brownstein, Lawrence F. Brownstein, Lillian Brownstein, Shulamit Bunin, Martin Berger, David Chorna, Dora Chorna, Grace F. Cohen, Violet Miss V. Koshever, Yolanda Kramer, J. L. Crane, Francis Crane, Samuel Joshua Crane, Louis Dector, Mildred Midge Dector, Sidney Dick and Sylvia Dick, Jack Red Dinovitz, Penny Samson Dodson, James Jimmy Edwards, Lee Edwards, Mildred Rosen Enton, Victor William Epstein, Eugene Foxman, Dr. Sheldon I. Friedman, Rose G. Friedman, Samuel A. Friedman, David Martin Gershater, Elma Goldberg, Louis David Hassan, Lillian S. Hawthorne, MSW, Edward I. Hawthorne, PhD, Max M. Heller, Michael Heller, Ruth Heller, Sylvia Chorna Heller, Isabel Friedman Hoban, Patricia Ann Improta, Hannah Smith Improta, Albert Joseph Improta, Doris Kadish, Moses Mo Kadish, Alan Lewis Kaplan, Lorraine O. Kaplan, John W. Kerwin, Daniel Joseph Kerwin, John David Kerwin, Sylvia Keys, Brandon Jeffrey King, Donald Lee King, James F. King, Judith and Herbert Coles, Stan Avram Coles, Louis Kaufman, Marvin Krantz, Natalie Krantz, Benjamin M. Lessler, Alfred Fred Levy, Sybil Cooper Levy, Cecilia Tzla Levin, A. Morris Lewine, Ella M. Lewine, Minnie Lewine, Yale S. Lewine, M.D., Morton Litt, Carol M. Lotker, Barbara Friedberg Lewis, Ida Marshak, Kyra Esther McCarty, Gerald Mechanic, Edith Medlevin, Irving Marin, Verna Marin, Anne Ethel Mezarov, James Andrew Measley, Saul Mezaroff, Robert D. Moore, Irene Blum Newman, Norman Newman, Bernice G. Persky, Tula Pessa, Jean Catherine Pollock, Louis and Maisie Pomerantz, Annalise Reagan, Saul I. Rosen, Theodora Rosen, apologies, Harry Rosenfeld, Lila Rosloff, Edward Sadowski, Phyllis Sadowski, Edith Schalheim, Ben Schwartz, Regina Schwartz, Marshall Schweitzer, Marilyn Seiden, Oscar Shev, Saul Schei, Richard Allen Silverman, Carol Katz Sobelman, Frank Ephraim Spiegel, Ernestine Spielman, Darlene L. Spiro, Shirley Sussman, Rose Weinstock, Nana Mary Wildbaum, Dr. Irving S. Yasny. May their memories be a blessing. From the Book of Memory. Remembered by Jim and Alice Babich, Harry Babich, Fanny Babich, Sonia Abrams, Steve Abrams, Diane Wolfe, Harry Lichtenstein, Lonnie Wolfe, Norman Gray. Remembered by the Berezovsky family, Sylvia Hutas, Leo Hutas, Aaron Berezovsky, Blanche Schaufman, Milton Schaufman. Remembered by Isabel Blau, Cy Blau, Brian Blau. Remembered by Deborah and Brian Block, Dr. Charles Block, Gloria Block, Florence Cowton, George Cowton, Gary Cowton. Remembered by Jane Bracha, Shabtai Bracha, Brenda Bonelli. Remembered by Michael and Pamela Bogan, Edward Harris, Lenore Harris, Irving Bogan, Sarah Bogan, Alex Rudd, Harriet Dennebeim. Remembered by Dr. Walter Burstein and Dr. Gina Howie Burstein. Charles Howie, Jerry Howie, Hector Rothstein, Cora Denise Howie, Mabel Amelia Hearn, Jose Burstein, James Kelsey Howie, Berta Burstein, Bernardo Burstein, Rebecca Ozernitsky. Remembered by Brad and Elvira Cabelli, Tula Pessa, Marvin Cabelli, Lillian Cabelli, Dr. Victor Cabelli, Karen Zimmer, Melissa Mallon, Joseph Benvenisti, Sergeant Mark O'Donnell, Deirdre Jones, and beloved grandparents. Remembered by Arla Crane, J. Lee Crane, Joshua Sam Crane, Jean Pollock Graber, Edmund Bates Borman, Francis Crane. Remembered by Doreen Desenberg, Raya and Owen Desenberg, Sue Stevenson. Remembered by Mel and Vicki Dick, Sylvia Dick, Sidney Dick, Benjamin Dick. Remembered by Hannah Donnelly, Charles Donnelly, Abraham Klein, Frida Klein, Harry Berman, Sarah Temkin, Eva Bevarova. Remembered by Richard Ehrlich and Sandra Ehrlich Sachs, Richard M. Sachs, B. Schwartz Ehrlich, Harry Ehrlich. Remembered by Laura and Jeffrey Freifeld, Sally Ray Freifeld, Harry Freifeld, Gloria Rothstein, Martin Rothstein. Remembered by the Felder family, Abe Siegel, Marion Siegel, Harlan Felder, Diane Felder. Remembered by Mark and Allison Grossman, Robert Grossman, Frank Rosen, Betty Tashman, Beatrice Sandberg, Lawrence Tashman. Remembered by Greg and Sharon Hartman, Sybil Levy, Alfred Levy, Ronald Hartman. Remembered by the Jacoby family, Alan Jacoby, Isaac and Henya Jacoby, Philip and Julia Ross, Lynn Jacoby, Ben Jacoby, Mal and Netta Ross. Remembered by Russell and Becky Kamola, Leanne Kamola, Joe Kuskuner, B. Kuskuner, Teofil Kamola, Stephanie Kamola, Vicki Michaels, Arthur K., Harriet K., Richard Horn. Remembered by Beverly Kerwin, John W. Kerwin, Daniel Joseph Kerwin, John David Kerwin, Rose and Samuel Friedman, Lila Rosloff, Viola and John H. Kerwin, Isabel Hoban, Millie Rosen Enton, Priscilla Moran. Remembered by Paul Keyes, Dr. Samuel Keyes, Sylvia Keyes, Walter Keyes, Carmen E. Keyes. Remembered by Vera King, James King, Marcus Pravnik, Regina Pravnik, Jerry Berger. Remembered by Hannah and Shlomo Kreitzer, Jack and Sarah Mauger, Velva and Rachel Kreitzer. Remembered by Judy Krieger McPherson, Mark Brann. Remembered by Melvin and Fran Kuznets and family, Norman Newman, Irene Newman, Louis Kuznets, Esther Kuznets, Renee Joy Kuznets, Mike Bennett, Ann Bennett, Tamara Blum Bennett. Remembered by the Lessler Newman Pierce family, Lily Blum, Benjamin Lessler, Gusta Ann Lessler, Augusta Lessler, Vivienne Block, Leonard Block, Norman Newman, Irene Newman, Michael Bennett, Mary Fenton, Sarah Jane Auerbach, Robert Auerbach, Ann Bennett, Tamara Blum Bennett, Julie Arnoff, Peter Orloff. Remembered by Harriet Litt, Hilda Pergament, Victor Pergament, Morton Litt. Remembered by the Marin family, Verna Marin, Irving Marin, Avram Marin, Bloom Marin, Robert Borovoy, Anne D. Borovoy, Sam Borovoy, Neil Drapkin, Sam Briskin, Rebecca Briskin, Jules Briskin, Zachary Marin, Jacqueline Marin. Remembered by the Mezerov family: Fred Mezerov, Ben Schwartz, Fred Schwartz, Alex Schwartz, Regina Schwartz, Saul Mezerov, Anne Mezerov, Loretta Bloom. Remembered by Dr. Jack and Terry Milner: Penny Dodson, Mike Bronstone, Gertrude Horowitz Milner, Sam Milner, Howard Milner, Harold Sampson, Shirley Sampson, Molly Samovich. Remembered by Steve, Jennifer, Jacob, and Elijah Moore, and Sandra King: Brandon J. King, Donald L. King, Robert D. Moore. Remembered by the Sadowski family: Edward Sadowski, Phyllis Sadowski, Sharon Chambers, Rick Chambers. Remembered by Frank Seiden, Marilyn Seiden, Dr. Herman Cohen, Beatrice Gottfried, Harry Seiden, Rebecca Seiden, Doris Hirschberg. Remembered by Frank Shapiro, Mike Shapiro, Irma Shapiro, Sarah Frank, Edith Frank. Remembered by Bonnie Shub and Moises Mercado and family: Robert E. Shub, Mark Schwade, Fritzie Schwade, Irene Kenner, Louis Kenner, Jose Mercado, Celia Nava, Betty Turner, Lilia Eva Ramirez Diaz, Jose Manuel Ramirez Diaz. Remembered by the Spielman Dvoretsky family: Isaac Dvoretsky, Ernestine Spielman, Maurice Spielman, Rebecca Kristovsky, Gil Kristovsky, Louis Nachmanson, Violet Koshever, Roy Benowitz, Gitla Trockman, Bracha Stein, Jakob Scher, the painter of Vilna, Louis and Edward Dvoretsky. Remembered by the Tobin family: Michael Allen Tobin. Remembered by Ron and Serene Wallace, Glenn and Mary Wallace, Nora Thomas, Bert and Marilyn Rosenthal. Remembered by the Warren family: Earl Warren, Oscar Rumack, Anne Rumack. Remembered by Roberta Weinstein and Sue Litawa, Norma Weinstein, Oscar Weinstein, Jack Weinstein, Wolf Litvak, Minnie Litvak, Gregory Litvak, Herman Weinstein, Ava Weinstein, Miguel Litawa, Raymond Litawa. Remembered by Allison, Jeff, and A.J. Williams, James L. Williams, James Sherman Williams, Margaret Lucille Williams, Donna Gold, Rosalind Stern, Suzanne Lewis, Donna Askin, Edith and Edgar Askin. Remembered by the Wise family: David Wise, Peter Wise, Lillian Applebaum, Joseph Terranova. Remembered by the Warrenoff family: Michael Warrenoff, Shirley Warrenoff, Nathan Warrenoff, Claire Naden, Hyman Naden, Helen Mead, Larry Mead, Julian Simone. Temple Naramie remembers Daniel Braverman, Arlene Cohen, Ann Cleric, Betty Fink, Betty Fox, Clara Zive, Jason Glickman, Florence Gorelick, Jack Gorelick, Daniel Honig, Cecil Honig, Lillian Isablon, Sam Tan, Molly Tan, Francis Katz, Doris Lauer, Max Lauer, Jean Chev, Nettie Zimmerman, Mo Zimmerman, Max Freifeld, Stan Avram Coles, Irving Kay, Lee Edwards, Jim Edwards, Moritz and Sophie Karlebach, Emil Karlebach, Amina Karlebach, Annalise Reagan, Shirley Sussman, Ina Wenzel, Betty Stallman. Please join me for the Mourner's Kaddish, Hebrew on page 19, transliteration on page 18. And please keep in mind during this time, of course, not only those for whom you are personally mourning, but also all those victims of natural disasters and man-made disasters. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei Rabbah, Be'alma divra chirute v'amlich malchute, v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ulalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chaim tovim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom alenu, yes, v'imru amen. Thank you. That was Aramaic, by the way, not Hebrew, but anyway. So, Daniel, choir.
Please have a seat.
Yes, sorry, you may all be seated.
I was talking to either.
Choir should stand.
Hohen,
Thank you, Daniel, and the choir. That concludes our Yizkor service. The Ne'ilah service will begin, 5 minutes, no waiting. I encourage all of you, Julia had mentioned earlier, I encourage all of you to stay for our Havdalah service immediately after Ne'ilah. It has always been very meaningful and embracing our community. So, thank you very much. Gamar Chatima Tova.
Thank you, Aaron.
Sha'arei tzedek avov amodeya. Pidchu li sha'arei tzedek avov amodeya. Pidchu li sha'arei tzedek avov amodeya. Pidchu li sha'arei tzedek avov amodeya.
A day it has been as we come together in this final service of the last 25 hours, opening ourselves, allowing ourselves to look deeply inward, allowing ourselves to take that reality, understand it as a community, reflecting on the last year, reflecting on our lives. And this day would not have been complete as we go into this final service without the voices of so many members of this community, bringing their voices to be sure their special gifts are part of leading our tribe together. And that's what's so unique about this group. We have our choir members, and we have our Torah readers, we have our service leaders in the afternoon, we have our memorial service that was just so incredibly beautiful and reflective, where we remember those who are not with us. We see their soul in the flame. We know their spirit nourishes us. And the day is long, but the day is joyful. And somehow, despite the fact that we are in between worlds, if you will, we know that the wholeness of our souls are what makes us joyful. In these next minutes, hour, 45 minutes, again, take what you need, be where you need to be. Take a moment and take a breath in. Shake out your body. Ground your energy. Imagine yourself in the most beautiful of environments. Maybe it's a natural environment. Maybe it's a beautiful palace. A place that makes you feel whole, makes you feel safe, makes you feel connected. And we have this image of the gates opening God's heart during these days, and that this final service, the gates are closing, and we are getting in our final thoughts, our final reflections. But what if the gates close around us like a hug? So I'm going to ask you to look at this Ne'ilah just a little bit differently. I am going to ask you to imagine that feeling of that place, whatever that place is. Imagine the people of Ner Ami with you in that place, surrounding you, holding you for when the burden is too heavy, you holding them when their burden is too heavy. And as we imagine God's gates closing, imagine them closing around us as a source of protection, that we open our hearts and that we allow our hearts to stay open. Page 612. The day is long, is over, and the gates are closing. Slowly day fades into dusk, and soon the earth will darken. Our bodies weak and weary, our inner strength undiminished. This day has been a gift, uncluttered time, free from hurry and routine, appointments or assignments. A time to face our sins and our imperfections, our dreams and yearnings for the life we want to live. A time to leave the clamor of the world and attend to the voice within. Long ago, the temple gates were locked at dusk. So too at this hour, the gates of Yom Kippur begin to close. We have done all that is needed to be done and said everything that is needed to be said. But the gates of God's compassion never close. But soon enough, our lives close in on us. Now, in the silence of the soul, now before the holy day comes to an end, release the unshed tears, the deepest prayers locked in our hearts. We continue now on page 615. Elnora, Alila, please read with me to 615. Our Creator, God of awe, our sublime, whose deeds are true, have compassion, grant us pardon as we enter Ne'ilah. Small in number, we are called, we who lift our eyes to seek you, and with trembling hearts beseech you in the hour of Ne'ilah. For you, our very life pours forth. Free us of falsehood, rid us of sin. Fount of forgiveness, show us your mercy as we enter Ne'ilah. Be our true and faithful shelter. Embrace us in grief, console us in pain. Seal us for honor, contentment, and joy in this hour of Ne'ilah. With grace and compassion, oppose the oppressors, bring judgment to foes, oust the ones who war against us as we enter Ne'ilah. Recall our mothers, remember our fathers, renew their righteousness in our days. Be near to us as you were to them in this hour of Ne'ilah. Proclaim for us a year of favor. Restore the unity to your flock. Return this remnant to its glory as we enter Ne'ilah. Daughters and sons, be worthy of your years. May they be many and filled with joy. Bless us, Avinu. Bless us with gladness in this hour of Ne'ilah. We continue on page 620 with Chetzi Kaddish.
Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Amen Be'amad Yivarach Yirutei Ve'amlich Malchutei Bechayechon Uvyomechon Uvchayedecho Be'Yisrael Bagala Uvizman Kariv Vimeru Amen Yeheshmei Rabbam Mevorach Le'alam Olam Me'almaya Yitbarach וישתבח, ויפאר, ויתרומם, וינסה, ויתהדר, ויתהלל, ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה, בריחו לאלה, ולאלה מכל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירה מעלמה ואמרו Amen.
We are going to continue now for our final tefillah together, our final moments of standing in front of the ark in the Amidah prayers, our central prayers. We're not going to quite go into the communal version yet. I wanted to just take a couple of minutes, and I don't know if you could impromptu do a little bit of background something. But I want to just invite you to take just a little bit of time and be in your own thoughts, be in your own reflections. When you're ready, in just a few minutes, I'll invite us all to rise together. But right now, just be with the power of today. Page. As we open the ark, you'll find the words of our tefillah prayer on page 622. The gates are closing, our hearts are open, standing before our tradition, standing before our future. We continue together, page 622.
Safatai tifta ufi yagita hilatecha Adonai, open my lips so my mouth may declare your praise.
624.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, Elyon גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה זוכרנו לחיים מלך חפץ לחיים וכתבנו בספר החיים למענך אלוהים חיים מלך עוזר ומשיח ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע מחכה חיים בחסד בחיי הכל ברחמים רבים צומח כנופים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו בשבני עפר נחמוך בעל גבורות ומתעוררה מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה הרחמים זוכר יצוריו לחיים מרחמים ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני בחיי הכל amen.
Page 628, the English on the bottom of the page. Open the gates of righteousness for us. Open the gates that we may enter and praise the Eternal. Open the gates for us, for all Israel and for people everywhere. The gates of acceptance and atonement, beauty and creativity. The gates of dignity, empathy, and faith. The gates of generosity and hope, insight and joy. The gates of knowledge and love, meaning and nobility. The gates of openness, patience, and the quest for peace. The gates of renewal, song, and tranquility. The gates of understanding and virtue. The gates of wisdom and wonder, exultation in old age. The gates of Zion, reborn and rebuilt in our time. Open the gates, open them wide. Show us the way to enter. Pitchu lanu.
Pitchulanu Sha'arei Tzedek Avov Pitchulanu Sha'arei Tzedek Avov Pitchulanu Sha'arei Tzedek
We continue now with Kedusha, page 634.
Thank you.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot. The whole world is filled with your glory. The whole world is filled with your glory. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot. The whole world is filled with your glory. The whole world is filled with your glory. Baruch Kevod Adonai Mimkomo. Baruch Kevod Adonai Mimkomo. Baruch Kevod Adonai Mimkomo. Baruch Kevod Adonai Mimkomo. Yimloch Adonai le'olam. Elohai Yifzion le'novador. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Adonai Tzvaot. The whole world is filled with your glory. The whole world is filled with your glory.
We continue now, page 638. Please respond with amen when I complete the English. Zochrenu Adonai Eloheinu vo letova, ufoktenu vo livracha, v'hoshienu vo l'chaim. Eternal our God, remember us. Be mindful of us. And redeem us for a life of goodness and blessing. Please join with me at the bottom of page 638 in the English. Favor us with the words of deliverance and mercy. Show up the depth of your care. God, we await your redemption, for your reign with grace and compassion. We continue now, page 252. This is our final vidui, our final 652. I put us back to the beginning of the day. You're all like, where are we going now? You know us rabbi types, we can never get enough of Yom Kippur. 652. Traditionally, actually, during the Elah, the ark is open the entire time because we're saying our final supplications in front of the ark. So we are, those who are able, and I invite you to rise again as we reopen the ark. We're going to begin with the English on page 252 to get 652. Then we'll continue with the Ashamnu in the Hebrew. We are insolent, but you are compassionate and gracious. We are stubborn and stiff-necked, but you show us anger. We are persistent in doing wrong, but you are the essence of mercy. Our days are shadows passing by. Our God and God of all generations, may our prayers reach your presence, and when we turn to you, do not be indifferent. Adonai, we are arrogant and stubborn, claiming to be blameless and free of sin. In truth, we have stumbled and we have strayed. We have done wrong. Page 253. 653. page 653. Of these wrongs we are guilty. We betray, we steal, we scorn, we act perversely. We are cruel, we scheme. We are violent, we slander, we devise evil, we lie, we ridicule, we disobey, we abuse, we defy, we corrupt, we commit crimes, we are hostile, we are stubborn, we are immoral, we kill, we spoil, we go astray, we lead others astray. We continue now on page 256. 656. You may be seated. And yet from the beginning you set us apart. We stand before you uplifted in your unique awareness of humanity. With love you have given us this Shabbat and this Day of Atonement to make an end of moral aimlessness, through pardon and forgiveness, to make an end to our abuse of power, to welcome our wholehearted return to the ways you desire. And you, in your manifold mercy, may you be merciful to us, and for the world's destruction is not your desire. As it is said in the prophets, search for eternity while there is time, cry out when God is near. Let those who do evil give up their ways, and the wicked their design. Let them return to God, who will show them compassion, to God whose forgiveness abounds. We continue now on the bottom half of page 639. Oh, I am so sorry. This is really what happens, I guess, during the Elah. We're going to actually continue with Vidui on page 600. Oh, we already did that. We are going to continue with Avinu Malkeinu, page 662. I invite you to rise. Please join with me in the English. Avinu Malkeinu, almighty and merciful, welcome our prayer with love, accept and embrace it. Avinu Malkeinu, act for the sake of your boundless compassion. Avinu Malkeinu, act towards us as befits your name. Avinu Malkeinu, seal us in the book of sustenance and livelihood. Avinu Malkeinu, seal us in the book of worthiness and merit. Avinu Malkeinu, seal us in the book of forgiveness and pardon. Avinu Malkeinu, seal us in the book of lives well lived. Avinu Malkeinu, seal us in the book of redemption and renewal. Avinu Malkeinu, let our hands overflow with your blessing. Avinu Malkeinu, let the gates of heaven be open to our prayers. Avinu Malkeinu, renew us for a year of goodness. Avinu Malkeinu, we have no sovereign but you. Avinu Malkeinu, almighty and merciful, answer us with grace when our deeds are wanting. Save us through acts of justice and love.
Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu va'anenu. Avinu Malkeinu,
Set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your hand. As the book of life is closed and sealed, open our hearts, open our hands. Let those who asked forgiveness and those who gave forgiveness depart this place in peace. Let God seekers and soul searchers of this day depart this place inspired and renewed. Together, let us build a community of commitment. Let us all be sealed in this day, sealed for goodness and sealed for life. I'd like to take a few moments now. Anybody who would like to come up to the bima and spend some time with their family in front of the open Torot, I invite you to do that at this time. If you prefer, you are welcome to be seated. And Daniel, you'll play. We continue now. Sim Shalom.
Sim Shalom. Sim Shalom. Sim Shalom. Tov v'bracha. Chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha. Sim Shalom, Sim Shalom. Barucheinu Avinu, kulanu ke'achad be'or panecha, ki be'or panecha natata lanu Adonai Eloheinu. Torat chayim ve'ahavat chesed u'tzedakah u'veracha berachamim v'chayim v'shalom. Mitzvot b'ninecha levarech et amecha Yisrael ve'et kol ha'amim b'rav oz v'shalom. Sim Shalom, Sim Shalom, Sim Shalom. Tov v'bracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha. Sim Shalom, Shalom, Sim Shalom. Baruch atah Adonai. Hoseh
Of heaven, rise high, be carried aloft, everlasting portals, that the sovereign of splendor may enter. Who is the sovereign of splendor? the eternal soul of the universe, the sublime, this is the sovereign of splendor. 668. Yikada v'yikada shemei rabba, ve'alma divrach rutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'yizman kari v'imeru. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach, le'alam olam me'amaya, yibarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudusha le'ela ule'ela mekol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amira me'alma v'imeru titkabel tzolaton avuton dechol Yisrael kadam avuhon divishmaya v'imeru Yehesh lama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imeru. Osei shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imeru. Amen. And we continue one more time with Pete Chulanu on page 670. We're going to begin with the English together. Then we will sing the words, God, open us. Open us now, even as the gates are closing. And then we will conclude together as well. As the day ends, page 670. We stand as one before the gates of a new year, renewed by this day of atonement, made stronger by all who are with us and by those whose presence we feel within. As the long day fades into dusk, we join our voices in words of hope and dedication. Page 670, open for us the gates of righteousness. Open for us the gates of sacred community. Open for us the gates of truth and integrity. Open for us the gates of devotion and principle. Open for us the gates of repentance and return. Open for us the gates of forgiveness. Open for us the gates of kindness and compassion. And we continue in just a few moments. We are going to conclude our service together. Before we read the reading on the sounding of the shofar, I'm going to invite you to flip to page 672. And what do you see? There's a lot of stuff there, right? There are a lot of different things. So as we conclude the service, we're going to do our final reading together, and then we are going to move directly into the Shema. We do Shema 1 time. We do Baruch Shem Kavod 3 times. So if you see me up here counting, and Adonai Hu Elohim, we then do 7 times. We then will do the shofar calling together. And I don't know if anybody else brought a shofar with them this evening to support us. And oh, I see a shofar. Excellent. So I will invite all of our shofar blowers up in just a moment. What was that? You're playing one of the shofarot up here. Great. But I want you to just take this moment and kind of look outside. It's getting dark. We were here together last night at this time, or close to this time. We were doing the words of Kol Nidre with David Singer. That haunting melody, right, that Franz Rosenzweig talks about, how that is the Ikar, the essence of the Jewish people. And we came through Shahari. We have done the Amidah many, many, many times. We have opened those gates many times. We have asked God for forgiveness. And then when we've asked for forgiveness, we look inward again and ask for forgiveness again. We have asked for forgiveness from the people we love. And we have asked for forgiveness from the people that we don't love as much all the time. And still we are here and we are together. And not only are we here and we are together, but there are people all over this country, all over this world who are here and who are together, who are speaking these same words, saying these same words, these words, this liturgy that was brought by the people who came before us. To be sure that even when we are a wandering flock and we think the 200s or the 600s, that we can come back together. That we have a touchstone, that we come into the new year starting again. And I am so excited to start again, right? From the chaos of creation, we get to do it again, but this time deeper and different, and a little bit spicier maybe, or a little more bland, or however that's going to go for you and your family. And some of it will be in our control, and some of it will be out of our control. But we can always, if you're by yourself, if you're with the community, come back to your tradition. Know that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, if not as physical people, as a metaphor, set a groundwork for us to find meaning, a pathway for us to journey, to be better, to make this world, support this world in being the beautiful, incredible, wonderful place that it is. So, we continue now on page 671. Before the conclusion of our service, as the Sabbath of Sabbath ends, we say from the heart, living source, you are ours and we are yours. From beyond time and space, you hold out your hand to receive us. You are the sovereign of remembrance, the voice of holiness. Your presence lights the way. Shema Yisrael, hear the shofar, witness to history, thunder to our souls. Happy are those who love the sound of the shofar, its mystic chords of memory. 672, I invite up our shofar blowers. As we continue now, we are going to open the ark. I invite you to rise as we pronounce the words of Shema before our open ark. Let's see, do we have any kids in here? No? Yes? Okay. What was that? Old kids? Can I have an old kid up here? No. You know what? We're going to, Shoshana. You gave the appeal. Now I had to volunteer you for something. She doesn't know that she's part of this whole thing. So Shoshana is going to be our counter. Meaning, come on up. Meaning that as we say our Shema, she'll count 1, right? So we're going to have you stand right over here. As we go into Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed, she'll count 1, 2, 3. Gets a little dicey with the 7. You want to give me your book? Okay. I always think that God made it take a village, that we can't do it without the village, even if we try. Take a breath. Listen to the sanctity of this day. Take a breath. Imagine the year to come. Take a breath. Let go of all that burdens you from this past year. Join with us. Shema, page 672. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Adonai hu ha-Elohim, 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 Adonai hu ha-Elohim. Tekiah. Shvarim. Teruah. Tekiah Gedolah. Lishana Haba'ah B'Yerushalayim, Lishana Haba'ah Lishana beYerushalayim, Lishana Haba'ah, Lishana beYerushalayim. Yasher Koach, everybody, and welcome to the new year. We continue now with Havdalah. You will find the words on page 674. What would you like us to do? Yes, we can. We are going to do the impossible. It's not really impossible. We're going to have you come join us up here in a semicircle so that we can be together as we welcome the new year.
A little more light. A little more light. That's perfect. Thank you.
Let's make, oh, I'm sorry. Let's make a semicircle. I know. Okay, we're going to spread out a little bit here towards the chairs. Come on up. You guys come up. You guys go back. I'm not touching that. We are going to make this work, friends. Let's see, where is the... I want the...
Want this?
No, I want the match. I want, well,
That's fine. Give me matches. Oh, I guess I forgot. Sorry.
let's see. Brian, will you come up here and hold the candle? And where's Deborah? Where's your other half? You guys can come up here with me. I won't bite. Come on up. Okay, where's Brian? Brian Block, you can come up here. I just want you to hold this. And where's Debbie? Is she here somewhere? Here, you hold this up for us. And Sharon, will you please come hold? And Ayla, if you want to come with her. And Aaron, if you want to come with her, because I feel like I can't break you guys up. There we go. Okay. You get to go join them. La, 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 la. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.